values. 1 minute. Version to version, this observation is changing, guys. Custom and predefined. Which one will be taken as what? Final value. Arey, what's happening, guys? Oh, let's do in another way. Some problem has come, guys. My notepad is. Hey, come on. Okay, let it be. We'll see, guys. This is the key. con@bollywood.com. Right? Okay. And same key I kept is 40. Application.yml. That's fine. Application.properties. This is there. Here info.properties. Another email ID is there. In application.yml, is there any mail ID property, guys? Did I keep any mail ID related one? Not there. Okay, now let's see what is the final one that is taken, guys. Right click, run as Java application. What is the mail ID I got, guys? con@bollywood.com. So that means not the custom file content. It is recognizing what? Okay. It is recognizing application because it is configured. I think two answers are there for that question. If custom YML file or property file is configured by using what? Property source annotation, then custom content will be effect final value. If they are configured by using what? Spring colon config colon import key. Okay, then what? Okay, then what is there, guys? Property file content only will be taken as the final value. I think we got the same answer earlier also, guys. Yeah, tell me, answer. What is the answer, guys? If the, tell me, custom properties or YML file is configured by using custom properties or what? YML file is configured by using what, guys? By using property source annotation. Then what happened? Then property source annotation. Then what is happening, guys? Then custom file content will be taken as the final value. Okay. Okay. Next, guys, if custom property file or YML file is configured by using what, guys? Spring.config dot import key. Then what is there? Application.property file. What is there, guys? Application.properties or what? YML file. Content will be taken as what? Final value. Content will be taken as what? Final value. Okay. Comfortable, my dear? Come on, everyone. Will be definitely taken as what? Final value. What do you say, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. This is the whole mechanism we have to focus now, my dear. Let's see. Yeah, with this, we completed discussion about the YML file. So shall we take the next discussion, profiles? Yeah, listen, I'll give introduction. I'll talk much about very, very important topic, these profiles, guys. Before going to subject, you have one account in Netflix, but they allow us to create 5 profiles. In profile 1, user 1 taste movies will be added to watch list. Profile 2, user 2 taste movies watching list will be maintained or not, guys. That means one account will be used in 5 modes. According to the 5 modes of the users, okay, watching list, watching history will be maintained or not, guys. Recommendation will come according to those 5 profiles or not, guys. Or a Netflix account, Amazon Prime account is one, but it can be operated in multiple profiles. Account is one, but profiles are different or not, guys. Online student, can you respond? In Amazon Prime, Netflix, have you noticed those facilities? Online, are you there, guys? Yes, that's good. Similarly, every software project will go through 4 minimum phases, guys. 4 minimum environments. These environments phases are also called profiles. Development environment, testing environment. After releasing the project, test will happen at client organization side. That is called UAT, user acceptance test. Next one, production environment. Next one is what, guys? Production environment. Prod environment, nothing but what, guys? Production environment. Are you getting my point there, guys? That is nothing but production environment. Are you understanding my statement, boss? See, in development and testing, which happens in software company, we try to use free softwares and lightweight softwares. Database MySQL, server Tomcat, which is free and lightweight. But in user acceptance test and production, which happens at client organization side, and where real data, real people will be there utilizing the project, we try to use heavyweight and commercial softwares, now, my dear, like Oracle, Wildfly server, Glassfish server, which are bigger server and bigger database software or not, guys? Okay. I want to develop only one project, but based on the profiles I choose, the code and software should be changed dynamically. That is nothing but working with the profiles. I have only one login account in Netflix. Based on the profile name I choose, my watching history, watching list recommendations are changing or not, guys? Suppose if I log into Netflix account using my profile name, some Natras, right? So according to my choice, watching history, according to my choice, come on, guys. Movie history recommendations will be populated or not, guys? Things will be populated according to my choice or not? I want reply, my dear. Got the clarity, my dear? I want reply, boss. Come on. If I log into what some other profile, according to them, they will get the watching history, kids profile. According to kids profile, recommendation and movie history will come or not, guys? Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. Okay. See, I want to develop project once, but I want to keep it ready for 4-5 environments. That can be done using profiles concept. If I activate a dev profile, project is having everything, but only development related code and softwares will be activated. Test profile, only testing related softwares and what? Code will be activated. UAT profile, after releasing project, whatever setup is required for testing, that setup will be activated. Is it not interesting, my dear? Or if you use profiles effectively, there is no need of involving Spring Boot configuration file, alias name, property file to choose one dependent from multiple dependents. Profiles is the alternate for what, guys? Making our code as 100% loosely coupled code. What code, guys? 100% loosely coupled code. Okay. Project will try to execute in different environment. Environment is nothing but keeping the software and code setup ready for that particular purpose. This environment is also technically called as what? Profile. This environment is also technically called as what? Profiles. Convinced, my dear? Come on, everyone. Both Spring Boot support what? Profiles. We work with profiles while developing what? Spring applications. Using XML driven configurations, XML plus annotation driven configuration, and 100% code driven configuration. Lastly, Spring Boot. We can develop Spring application in these approaches, na boss? Okay. The setup required to execute the application is called environment. The environment includes compiled code. Compiled code means no errors in the code. Database software, server software, web server software, ra babu. Data source, JRE, JVM, and many things are not, guys. This environment is also called as profile. These are like Netflix, Amazon Prime profiles, which keeps track of various activities of user like movie watching history, watch list, recommendations, and etc. Right, boss? As part of project development to project development to production, right from development to production, we need different environments or profile like, okay, profile or environment for what? Development. Profile or environment for what? Testing. Profile or environment for UAT, user acceptance test, testing at a client organization. Profile or environment for what? Production. Very, very interesting or not, guys? Come on. Number of profiles are not fixed, guys. Number of profiles are not fixed. There can be multiple profiles like dev, test, UAT, pre-production, production, any number of things you can take, guys. There can be multiple like development, testing, UAT, pre-production, production, and etc. Dev for what, guys? Development. UAT for user acceptance test. Prod for production. Prod for production. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Pros1 dev. What is there? Pros1 code is there. MySQL database software is there. Tomcat server is there. Apache DBCP2 is there. What is there, guys? Apache. Development profile, I'm assuming. Testing. Same thing, but instead of Apache DBCP2, I'm using C3 page. Project released, guys. It is in which mode, guys? UAT mode. Pros1 code, Oracle DB, Tomcat server, Oracle UCP. Production, all best will be used, guys. Come on. Pros1 code, project 1 code, Oracle DB, Wildfly server, Hikari CP. All best are used or not, guys. I'll develop the project 1C1 according to the profile I choose. Softwares and code should be activated accordingly or not, guys. So that means I need to develop my application so flexible to run in any profile or not. Okay. These two profiles will be created and executed at what side? At software company Wipro Hyderabad. It can be done using local setup or what? Cloud setup. If nowadays no one is using local setup, everyone is using what? Cloud setup. When I say cloud setup, what is there? AWS, Azure, GCP, and etc. Okay, these two things, guys, will happen at what place? At client organization, Citibank USA uses local setup or what? Cloud setup. Nowadays, in production environment, also in what? Development, software company side, client organization side. Both parties are preferring working with cloud only, na? Okay, how really happens, boss? You know one thing? What actually happens? Production environment, separate machine or separate account in the cloud. Okay. Testing environment, separate machine or separate account in the cloud. At least virtual machine they take in the cloud. UAT, separate machine or separate account in the cloud. Production, separate machine, separate account in the cloud. So all developers will work on development project. Project is same, guys, but they will be taking 4 different copies. But they develop project in a such a fashion, they just specify dev profile. Entire dev related one will be activated. See, all 4 copies will have all 4 profiles. But based on the profile they choose, accordingly the things will be done. Very, very interesting or not, guys? So here, see what is going to happen. Dev means development, UAT means what? User acceptance, prod means production. In real practice, we take separate machine for every profile or environment. We take separate machine for every profile or environment. The physical machine local setup or virtual machine cloud setup of dev profile will be connected with what? Developers. Local setup or virtual machine cloud setup of dev profile will be connected to developer. Or one separate virtual machine in AWS or physical computer in local setup will be taken only having developer connectivity in that. All development will activities will happen in that machine or not, guys. The physical machine local setup, virtual machine cloud setup of test profile will be connected with what? Testers. All testings will happen in that particular machine. The physical machine or virtual machine of UAT profile will be connected with what? UAT users, user acceptance test users. The physical machine or virtual machine of prod profile will be connected with the client organization end users, employees, and project maintenance team. So entire project when. That means what? Project is developed once, but they developed the setup and code having all the 4 profiles. But they will take 4 different machines or virtual machine having these profiles related code and software setup. And they work on what? They work with respective teams. They work with what? Respective team. But right now I cannot take 4 machines over here or 4 virtual machines also I can take. I'll take 1 copy of the project. When in the property file, if I activate dev profile related code and software should execute. When I activate test profile related code and software should execute. When I activate what? UAT profile related code and software should be executed. Convinced, my dear? Okay, guys. So how to keep this setup ready? That's a big question now, right? Okay, now listen. For every profile, see, when it comes to auto configuration inputs to IOC container specific to each profile, 4 properties file. Application dev.properties or YML. Application test.properties or YML. This is only for what? To give inputs to auto configuration activity. For every profile, 1 property file. Clear, guys? Come on, number 1. Okay. How to keep Spring Beans in specific profiles, sir? @profile annotation is there. On the top of a Spring Bean class or on the top of @bean class, @bean method. Profile, what is there? development, profile development. That bean will be loaded, instantiated only when active profile is development. For remaining profile, that bean will not be loaded, instantiated. So final conclusion is what? To provide auto configuration inputs to IOC containers specific to each profile. For every profile, we'll take separate YML file or property file. Having what notation? Application - profile name dot properties or YML. Perfect. Okay, that's great. Okay, next one, guys. If you want to make any Spring Bean, stereotype annotation 1 or @bean 1, you want to make specific to one profile. On the top of the class, on the top of the method, you have to use what? @profile UAT, @profile dev, @profile what? Test. Like this, you need to configure or not, my dear. Like this, we need to configure or not, my dear. I want reply, my dear. Come on. Super. Then once everything is ready, sir, how to activate specific profile? We have a base property file, application.yml or properties. There we can activate the profile. There we can activate the profile. Everyone getting my point there or not there? Super. 7 a.m. guys.